Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. And the third part of the G-Drive Custom Card Template series. I keep saying program, I don't know why it's a program. It's a series, really. So, you've made a cool custom. You've made a kick-ass custom. It's your best custom ever. You want to put it on a custom card. So you've watched my other videos in this section on how to make a custom card. You've made a custom card. It looks awesome. You put your figure on it. It looks fantastic. But you want to knock it up a notch further to make it really stand out. Or maybe you're doing this for a commission for someone. How do you do that? You do the back of the card. Ooh, but that's a little more complex, isn't it? That can be really tricky. It can be really hard. Or is it? Not anymore. Because of a template that you will find on the G-Drive. It is very simple to make your own custom back of a card back. So, without further ado, let's look at that and see how to do it. All right, we're in that G-Drive using the link that we found in other videos and on my Facebook page. And you can see the address there if you really get desperate. So I'm going to open up the G.I. Joe templates. Now there is a couple card back templates. This G.I. Joe one here, and this G.I. Joe one here. You'd have to download it to look at it because it's a pretty big file. But we're going to use this one right here. It says Cobra Cardback Template. And you can change that to G.I. Joe pretty easily. So I'm going to double click on it. So I'm going to double click on it, get that drop down or the pop-up menu. I'm going to find download. I'm going to click download. Going to get a pop-up menu that says whether I want to save it or I want to open it straight in the Photoshop. I'm going to save the file for now. All right, we're going to hide the drive. And we're going to look at downloads and then my downloads. Okay, computer's going to be running a little slow because number one, I'm exporting the video that preceded this and I'm uploading the video that preceded that one to YouTube. So I'm literally doing three things at once with the computer right now. So apologize for that. All right, we're gonna open that. Okay, so I've opened up the file and I'm gonna enlarge it here a little bit so we can have a look around the card. Okay, as with the previous video, all of this stuff is individual layers. So like my logo here, let's say you don't want to use my logo. So I'm going to click V and I'm going to click on the layer itself, and then it will highlight that layer over here. I can either press the eyeball and that will hide it, or I can double click on it and there's a delete layer option, which I'm not going to click on because this is my card. Actually, it wouldn't matter because we're just screwing around with this. So you know what? We will just delete the layer. So scroll down, delete the layer. Boink, gone. And this is actually a good time to show you that in the edit menu, let's say you didn't want to do that. Edit menu, undo. The first thing in that edit menu is an undo, and it will say what the last thing you did is. Undo is the important word. So let's undo it. And boink, it's back. I'm just gonna leave it alone though. So you could delete my logo and put in a G.I. Joe logo. So let's look around and keep looking around the card for a few seconds here. All right, so this is where the pictures of your figures will go. You can see the word name is there. We'll get into that in just a second. Let's see what else here. So all of my card back has Easter eggs in it. So like the UPC has Go Figure custom action figure, and it looks like the last video is finished exporting. Sweet, we will upload that to YouTube. All right, so you know, this is my point that says save for no reason at all. Clip saved, then wish you hadn't later, right? All rights reserved. That's not really an Easter egg, but 2020 Go Figure custom. Oh, I need to change that to 2021. This is a custom figure and beats the shit out of any known Hasbro product. Made and printed in Sovereign Hatchistan. These are all Easter eggs. Each one of these is a layer in Photoshop. You can select this and you can change the text to anything you want. And so, I mean, it doesn't have to say this at all, or you can just hide the layer. And here's the file card. So if we click T and double click on the word text, just start typing in your information that you want to put in the file card. Once you click on this, Photoshop will recognize the font and the size, and it will automatically put the correct font in there. I'm going to cancel out of that because we want to leave it blank. Double click on it, start typing. If you want to, when you're done, hit OK and save. Enter, I think, works as well. So we want to, or escape. I'm going to hit escape because I'm just going to leave it alone. So the code name, again, double click on it. You can see I have the Rock Viper picture on here, and I'll get into that in just a second. So this is Rock Viper, so I am going to hit cap lock, Rock Viper, and then hit OK, and then it's changed that. I'm going to double click on specialty, and I'm going to type Cobra Mountain Trooper, and then hit OK. You've now changed those layers. So I'm going to push V and then select the picture. Then you can see where the picture is. So when you have a picture of your custom, you know where in this stack of layers that picture needs to be. You might have to, you can see the border is actually bigger. I've actually just erased around the box, so all that remains is what's in the box. All right. But now you know where you have to put your picture to get it in that layer. Or where you have to put your picture in the layers to have it sit in the right spot. All right. And all of this is blank, right? So what we want to do is figure out how to put pictures and rename. So let's do that real quick. So we want to put our character pictures here and rename the files. So I'm going to hide Photoshop just for a second. I'm going to put the Rock Viper first. Open with Adobe Photoshop. I've said before, I normally resize all the pictures that I use to 300 DPI. This is about the only time I don't. All right, so there it is. It's opened in Photoshop. Again, I'm sorry, my computer's running a little slow because I'm doing about 3 things at once for this project. So I'm gonna push V, which will let me move it. Push and hold the mouse button and start to drag it, and it will give you that pop-up. It says you can't until you convert it to normal layer. Yes, okay, fine. Good, all right. We're gonna drag it over to the other tab until the card shows up and then drop it. Oh, wow, look how big that is. Oh, it's too big. Oh man, what are we gonna do? We're gonna hit Command or Control minus so we can see the whole thing. And then we're gonna get to the corner and we're gonna start bringing that corner down a little bit. Wink, 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 wink. That's still too big, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit OK. Bring it back to normal size, enlarge it a bit. Drag it up. Drag it up. Is that the picture I want? Yeah, that's the. So I want to kind of get it right where I think the head's going to be. We're going to go to the bottom here and just start bringing that slider up. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah, that's about the right size. That's about the size of the picture I want there. So I'm going to say okay. So it will remember that's the size I want. Oh, but I've got all this bleed over. Oh, that's so ugly. It's hideous. It's shitty. What do I want to do? I'm going to hit the erase tool. Erase. I want to erase. Ooh, that's a big eraser. That's too big. I'm going to make the eraser a little small. And there we go. I'm going to make the picture bigger so you can see what I am doing here. And we're getting down to the like pixels. It's like grainy now. So I'm going to drag that eraser right along the bottom edge of that photo. Since I am working in this particular layer, and this particular layer only, the card back is unaffected and the text is unaffected. I am only erasing the photo of the rock viper. So I am trimming the edges, trimming the edges. You can see why I shoot on a black background now too, huh? All right, that's good. And boom, zoom right out. And from a distance, that looks pretty cool, right? All right, let's zoom back in and have a look at it. Pretty awesome, huh? All right, so we want to change that name. So I'm going to hit T for text. I'm going to put my cursor right over the letters, and I'm going to double click on it. And it highlights it. That's going to be Rock Viper. Cap lock. Rock Viper. Okay. Oh, but shit. It's not aligned now. The lettering is, because name is centered, but Rock Viper isn't centered. What are we going to do about that? That's pretty easy fixed too. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit. Command Control T. I'm going to hit V. Remember V moves. And I selected just the letters. Now watch all the lines that are going to appear real quick here when I start dragging this. Oh, look at these. They're alignment lines. So I'm going to drag that until I get one that's like says that it's centered here, and 3 that are across that say it's on the same level as everything else. That looks like it's centered. It's centered with those. That's, oh, seeing, I let it go. Just kind of fiddle with it until, oof, boom, damn, good. All right, and then I'm going to hit H, which basically unselects that tool. And then we'll zoom out just a little bit. There you go. That is how you change the picture and the name. That's how you use that template. There is nothing else to that. You can erase my logo. You can put yours in there. You can put the old, get a scan of the old flag point. You can put that flag point in there. You can change the text on any of this because it's all a layer. Once you're done and ready to go, all of this is complete. I would come back over here, click on that to get that pop-up menu, and I want to flatten image. Boink. Once you have all of that stuff, once you have all of those, all your pictures in there and all your text how you want it, and you flatten that image, this is what it's going to look like. I'll just zoom in here so you can see. You got pictures in all your slots. Everybody's correctly named. Your file card's written out. All your Easter eggs are in there. your pictures there. By the time you watch this video, I'll have a second template that'll have the G.I. Joe logo instead of the Cobra logo. That will make it a lot easier. But there you go. That's what it looks like when you're done. It is just that easy. Okay, granted, the back of the card template is a little more time consuming. What I recommend doing after you finish your first card is saving it as a Photoshop document and your own template then. Get it how you want it and save it as a template so you don't have to add the pictures of your figures every time and you don't have to change the text every time. That's what I have done. I have that blank template, but I have all of my pictures in there. When I make a new template for a new figure, I'll change a couple of the pictures here and there and change the names, and then obviously type in the file card, and I'm done. So that is the beauty of templates, is it's most of your work done for you. You just need to change a few things here and there, and you're good to go. That is one of the things that's just fantastic about these templates, is it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to do this from scratch every single time. But with a template, most of your work's done for you ahead of time. So not only can you use my templates that are on the G-Drive, because that was the whole point of this, you can start making your own templates, which is even more awesome because then they are how you want them to be. And you got your own card back. How cool is that? And I'll tell you what, the first time you hold up one of your customs on a card that's front and back, it's pretty friggin' awesome. That is it for this video. Next video will be a Star Wars template. After that, I'm going to show you just one of the random templates, probably like the Transformer one, because I want to show how to use some of the other stuff that's in that on the G-Drive. So that's all I got for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun social media stuff, and of course, comment below if you're having problems, if there's something that you've encountered that you can't figure out. Comment below. If it's something that's complex enough, I will do a follow-up video, so not only will you have the answer, but everybody else will too. So if you have problems, post them in the comments. Let's figure it out together, and then everybody else will be able to avoid that pitfall too. So thank you for watching.